95% of guys are just not attracted to women. But what they don't realize is that they have the ability to make themselves attractive. And I think that's like a very important point. It's one of those things that, look, thieves always think everyone's stealing. Like, people just think, you know, in poker, like, people that bluff a lot think everyone's bluffing. So like, for guys, they think because they look at a girl and they're like, oh, this girl's hot, based solely on her looks, that women are going to do the same thing. And it's not the case. Like, your actual physical looks play a pretty small part. Like, yeah, it's a piece. I'm not going to tell you it's not important, but it's not nearly as important as you think. And so there's different ways to build attraction with women. And I think that's an important piece that a lot of guys don't realize. And so there's like so many different attraction triggers that you have control over, versus a woman is like, she's stuck with what she's got. Like, she can work out a little bit, she can put on some makeup, but like at the end of the day, like, if she's not attractive, like, guys are not going to really want to fuck her. Like, they're, you know, like, will they drunk at a bar? Like, maybe, but they're not going to want to date her. Like, they're not actually physically going to be attracted to her. Versus like a guy, you can make yourself very attractive to a woman even if you're not that physically attractive. And so I think that's like a very important thing. And you have a while to do it too. Like, for guys, you have fucking till you're like 35, 40 years old to get the shit together. Like, a woman, after they turn 30, like, their looks are declining. So they've got like they've got a you know, window earlier, and they've got more opportunities. But at the end of the day, like, I'd rather be the guy that's chartering the fucking yacht or fucking, you know, flying my own fucking plane than a girl that's just along for the ride because of her vagina, right? So it's like, yeah, like, they get to do a lot of the same shit, they're not in control of it. And they also have to, like, usually the guy or, you know, whatever for that ride. So I think it's much better to be a guy, and as a guy, you have a lot more control. A lot of guys just don't realize it. They don't realize, like, how much of an impact they can make on their attractiveness to a woman. And I think that's something that, like, you know, we've got the ability to, like, work on it if we know, but I think a lot of guys just give up. They're like, oh, I'm just not attracted to, like, women because they've had negative experiences, or, you know, now they're like, oh, I'm not 6 foot fucking whatever, I don't have this much money, I don't have this, whatever, and so I'm just not going to be attractive. And I'm 5'9", I've crushed thousands of fucking hot girls, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, and I've got examples of guys that are not good looking, or guys that don't have a lot of money, or, you know, that don't have, you know, these categories that these guys think that they have to have. And so I think a lot of guys come up with limiting beliefs, and because of that, they lack confidence, and because they lack confidence, they have bad results. Because they have bad results, they get less confident, they expect a bad result, and at the end of the day, like, you get what you expect. So if you think you're not attracted to women, you think women aren't going to like you, well, that's going to be the fucking case.
Join Sigma Society and transform your dating life. Link in bio.